Good afternoon, my crafty friends. How you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day today. So it's hump day. It's Wednesday, October 8th. I know, aren't you impressed? I know what day it is. Normally, I don't have any idea. Okay, I'm just going to wait a minute and see if anybody pops on and see if I can get this show up on my iPad. So just bear with me a minute or two. Day it is. Normally, I don't have any idea. Okay, I'm just going to... Okay, that's better. Okay, so my name is Judy Menlove, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Markham, Ontario, Canada. So, hello. Thank you for joining me today. If you're watching me, please say hi. And if you're watching the replay, please say hi. It's always nice to know that somebody actually watches you and, gives you kind of a nice warm feeling rather than nobody watched, nobody commented, nobody did anything. All right, so what have I got for you today? Today is the last day for the kit sale. So our kits are up to 30% off. I didn't actually check inventory, so I don't know if they're all still there, but you can go online and check. So some of them are 30% off, some are 20, some are 10. So anyways, today is the last day to stock up on those. So make sure you do. If you purchase a kit from me, then sometime next month, we will either do a Zoom class where everyone who purchased a kit will be on the Zoom and we can kit and chat, or I will do an in-person at my home in Markham. Okay, so that is for people who purchase one of the kits from me. Okay, if you purchase it from another demonstrator, then you don't get to come. Okay, all right, and also the starter kit offer. It's an excellent deal. So for $48, you get $165 worth of product of your choice. Okay, so $50 and you're getting triple that. So you're getting basically $117 for free. And who doesn't love free, right? So, or if you don't really like that option, the other option is to pay $135 and get $252 worth of free product. Okay. So either option, you're going to get $117 worth of free product. Okay. So $48, get $165, or $135 and get $252. Okay. Again, excellent deal. I'd love to have you join my team. If you have any questions at all, put it in the comments and I will get back to you and we can talk about it. Just because you put something in the comments that you may be interested or you may want more information doesn't mean you're committed. Okay, it just means you want a little more information. No big deal. There's no pressure. You don't have to sell. You don't have to do lives. You can just increase your craft stash. Okay. And there's no tax and no shipping. Plus it includes a paper pumpkin. Okay. So great deal. I just can't say enough about what a good deal it is. Plus you get to stamp with other people. It's a great community. Anyways, I'll quit while I'm ahead because, I'm going to do this again next week because this promotion runs till the end of the month. Okay. Hi, Rose. Thanks for joining me today. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. All right. So I have one little lonely card for you today. And I think that's all I have. I've got so much on my mind with Stampin' Up. I keep thinking that there's stuff I'm missing, but I think that's all there is. Anyways, okay, I'm going to turn the camera down and we will get started on the card. So just bear with me. I can never find that little button to push. There he is. Okay. All right. Let's rock and roll here, eh? Okay. So I'm going to be, I don't like that. Let me move this back a little bit here. There, move that up there like that. Okay. So today I'm going to be playing with the Festive Friends. This guy is so cute. These guys are so cute. So this is an online exclusive. You won't find it in any catalogs, an online exclusive. I believe it is the September online exclusives. Not that it matters when it came out, but anyway, so there's this little elf and a little Santa and the snowman. The snowman is my favorite. I love him. He's so cute. And you got a little tree, to from Santa's coming to town and we wish you a Merry Christmas. Okay, so cute. So, oh, and the snowflake. Almost forgot about the snowflake. And then you get the dies to go with it. There are 12 dies. So you get one that will cut out, a die that will cut out each one of these guys. And then there's a tree here. There's a frame for sentiment. There's a larger frame that you can put one of the guys in. Excuse me. I still do have a bit of a cough, but I am feeling much better. So a couple of trees, some snowflakes, and a decorative piece. Okay. So let's get started. So I have a piece of Pretty Peacock. Almost forgot what it was called. And it is 8.5 by 5.5. Scored at 4 1/4. So I'm just going to give it a nice crease here with my bone folder. Sorry. And I need this little scrap piece to stamp my snowman on. So I'm going to take, hello Shirley, how you doing? Thanks for joining me. I'm going to take some basic black, Memento black, ink up my snowman well, make sure he's covered. Okay, I like to look at him and make sure I've got all the little spots covered. And then we're just going to stamp him there. Hold that for a couple seconds. There we go. And then I'm going to color him with my blends. Let me just wipe him off here with my little Stampin' Chamois here. All right. So I'm going to color him with Pretty Peacock and what's this one called? Shaded Spruce. Oh, it's very dark here. I don't know. I'm not getting any light here. Okay, so I'm going to color him. Just looking for... All right. Okay, so I'm going to color him in the light colors. So light Pretty Peacock. Now you're going to have to bear with me while I color all this. I know it's like watching paint dry, right? But I'll try and be quick. I'm going to turn him around the other way. So we're going to color his hat. I love the blends. I'm just going to go over it a little bit more so it blends a little bit better. And then we'll do this one. I kind of went outside the lines a little bit, but that's what happens when you hurry. I should know better. I should just take my time and make you guys watch and say, too bad, you gotta watch. And then we'll do this little one up here. So you guys tell me about your Thanksgiving plans. What are you doing? Are you hosting? Are you going out? What are you doing? Hey, Jane, how are you? Thanks for joining me. And we're going to use a light shaded spruce. I'll color him here. So I am hosting. We had talked about going to the Mandarin, which I think we did one other year. But the only problem with the Mandarin is that there is, for 8-10 of us, and it's hard to really have a conversation with everybody. So we decided that we'd rather do it at the house. And then we can relax and, you know, then we get to chat with everybody. So that's what I'm doing. We're doing that on Sunday. So I'm just going to color his scarf in the shade of spruce. That little spot there. And then just going to do a little bit of shading with the dark shade of spruce and the dark Pretty Peacock. Oh yeah, and I need to color this little spot here. So I'm coloring that with the dark shade of spruce. I'm just going to do a little bit. Just a little bit on the edge here. A little bit there. There we go. And we'll do the dark Pretty Peacock. And a little bit this way. Oh, I need to turn that. And a little bit here. And that'll do. Actually, I'm just going to try and blend this a little bit. Okay, Jean's hosting. Jean loves coloring. Well, then you should get this set, Jean, because there's lots of coloring. All right, that's good enough. All right, and then we have to do his nose, and I'm using light, I was going to say paper pumpkin, but light pumpkin pie. So we'll just color that. I'm just doing the light. I'm not doing any shading or anything. And then I'm taking the light Pool Party, and I'm just going to very lightly give a little bit of under his hat here and down one side, and a little bit along the bottom. And that's that. And then I'm going to take the matching die. I believe that's this one here. I'll put him on. I need a little piece of Post-it tape. I forget, you guys can probably hear me slamming drawers, can't you? Sorry about that. Okay, so we're just going to line him up as best we can. Excuse me. That looks pretty good. You know, sometimes I never know if I should cut them out and then color, or if I should color and then cut them out, because if you waste all that time coloring and then you cut it and you don't do a very good job, then what do? Do you just let it go, or do you redo it and color it all over again? Okay, so I'm using my cut and emboss machine from Stampin' Up. Oops. And we'll have a look at him, see how he looks. Ooh, pretty good, pretty good. Save that for later. Put the die back over there so I don't lose it. Okay. All right, then I'm going to bring in, this is a piece of just basic white, 4 inches by 5 1/4. So it's just going to fit on here like that. So you're going to have a 1/8 of an inch all around, 1/4 of an inch total. Okay. Oh, and I have a piece of this paper, which is from the Elegant Pine Snowflakes. Okay. So that's on one side. I know you can't really tell much because it's just a scrap. And that's on the other side. So actually, I think I'm going to glue this on now before I lose it. So, it measures, 3/4 of an inch by 5. All right, 3/4 of an inch by 5. And this is my Tombow glue that I've just put in a smaller container. Now we're just going to kind of not put it at the edge, but I want a little bit of white around it. Okay, like that. All right, so next I've got some trees cut out. So the trees are from the Festive Friends dies. So I've got a couple of those and one of those ones. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of position this, see where I want to put everything. I don't even think I'm going to use all three of them, but I'm just going to kind of put him there. Move that over a little bit. And move that up there like that. And I got to pop it up with dimensionals. And I have this one. This is 'Tis the Season. And this is from, I pulled out a whole bunch of stuff here. This is from the Ornamental Christmas 'Tis the Season stamp set. This is also a great stamp set. I love the font on the Merry Christmas, 'Tis the Season, Be Jolly. Okay, and again, it's the Ornamental Christmas. This actually goes with all the black and gold paper. All right, so I think I'll put that there. I want to see where I'm going to put that before I do anything else. So I'm going to put this in Pretty Peacock. I'm going to ink that up. And actually, I'm going to stamp it on a scrap because I haven't used this one before. Okay, that looks good. So the first time I use a stamp, I do like to stamp it on a scrap to make sure that it's okay. And let's see. Maybe I'll just put them about here. All right. That came out a little thick, but that's okay. Just going to clean him. Okay. And he's crooked, but that's okay. All right, so we need some dimensionals here. Let's grab a whole bunch. So I'm going to put my tree down. And I'll put him here. I don't know, looks good, I guess. And then, excuse me, I'm going to put a couple of these on. One little one down here. And a little one down there. I think I'll put one more there, that side. Not that it matters. And then I'm just going to have to cut a little piece here and just put him on the edge of the tree. So I just cut a little piece off. Okay, these are the minis, and I just cut a little piece off there. Okay. Oh. And we're just going to put him on the top here. All right, so pull the backings off and see what that looks like. Come on. Oh, he stuck to my finger. All right. Put him about there. These will probably be crooked too because I can't do anything straight anymore. There we go. He is hanging over. That little piece is hanging over just a smidge. There, that's better. Okay. And so he's going to go there. I'm going to move him right over like that. And I want one kind of like that. Okay, so we'll put some dimensionals on him. Yeah, I'm really working in the shadow here. It looks so much brighter on the screen than what it does in person. Let me just see if that will work. How's that? Because I can still kind of see. Yeah, there I can. If I move that up, I can see better. Okay. And I'll put one more here. And then I need to cut another little piece. And I don't know, here he is. Here's where I was cutting. Just a little, oh, just a little tiny piece like that. Okay. For a minute, I thought I put this on the wrong side. I got him in the center, so he's not hanging over. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, this piece is hanging over. Oh. You know what? I'm just going to cut him in half. And then I don't have to worry about him hanging over. Get rid of that. Pull that off if I can. There we go. Now we'll put him there. I might as well take that other piece and put it over here. There we go. Okay. So put him, let's see. Don't really know where I want this, so we'll put him there. Okay. All right, and then we'll pop this guy up. Now I've got to figure out that I don't put dimensionals where, like there. So none there where his hat is. Like I'm going to remember that. None there where his hat is. So over there, and a couple there. And do I have any little ones left? I have one little one left. Look at that, just for his hat there. And put one more over here. And hopefully this will work and won't interfere with the other dimensionals. Okay, maybe just like that. All right. See, so cute. Ain't he cute? I'm just going to take my light pool party and just give a little bit, just to kind of ground him a little bit so it doesn't look like he's floating. I might do the trees too, just so they don't look like they're floating. Okay. And then I have this little snowflake. I didn't, excuse me, I'm sorry. I didn't like this snowflake for what I wanted on this card. So I found another one. I told you I'm using all kinds of sets here. From the Delicate Pines, and that's this one. So this is the same paper actually that I used for this, and this is a stamp set. Okay, a bunch of different snowflakes. So I'm using this little one down here. And I'm going to stamp him. Get rid of that. In Pretty Peacock. And I'm just going to randomly stamp. And I'm going to stamp off twice. So 1, 2, and I'll just stamp there. Okay, so just very faintly. 1, 2, and maybe one up there. 1, 2, one there. 1, 2. I'll do one over here. And maybe just one more. 1, 2, I'll do him there. You know, I didn't want to stamp that. I wanted to stamp that and cut it out. And I forgot. But I wonder if I can still do that. What do you think? Should I try? Let me try. Let me find a scrap. And if I don't like it, then I don't have to do it, right? Okay. And get my pretty peacock ink back. All right. Ink him up. There we go. And then he wouldn't be crooked either if I cut him out. So I'm just going to fussy cut him. So we'll just kind of go around, down a little bit, up. Well, I almost cut that off, but that's okay. And then we'll just kind of go straight a little bit, curve it up, come back. And round that off. That's going to round that off a little bit. There we go. All right. Let's see if I like this better. Yeah, it's going to look better popped, right? Okay. So put a couple of dimensionals on him. And hopefully we'll get it in the same spot. Let's see. Trying to hide that end that I cut off. There. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I might have cut this too short, but so you can still kind of see a little bit of the green there, or the pretty peacock. And I can't move it up because then you can see the bottom of the end. So do what I can do. It's going to be crooked no matter what I do. There. That's the best I can get it. Okay, so anyway, you get the idea. That's best I can do. All right, and then, okay, so now we're going to adhere this to the card base. Get my big glue. And again, you can use glue or you can use a tape runner or whatever you have. And we'll just put this on here like that. He's so cute. Hey, did I show you my little snow? There's my little Santa that I did and my little elf. See, they're so cute. It's got a piece of something on it. All right, so I recommend this little bundle here. I think he's so cute. All right, and last but not least, I've got some delightful decorative dots. And these come in Real Red, Shade of Spruce, and Timid Tiger. So I'm going to take some of the small Shade of Spruce here. And I'm just going to put it right in the middle of that snowflake. And right in the middle of that snowflake. And one in that snowflake. And one there. And I guess I'll do that one at the very top. Right there. Okay. All right. I think that's it. What do you think? Isn't he cute? He's so cute. I'm trying to get him in the, out of the shadows a little bit. Anyway, that's my card. That's what I have for you today. You could put some Wink of Stella on the hat if you want. I tried that, but it didn't even hardly show up. So anyway, that's my card. I hope you'll consider getting this little bundle because the guys are all so cute. The little Santa, the little elf, and you can color the snowman. You can color him in all kinds of different colors. So what have I got over here? There's another one I colored. This was in shade of spruce and old olive. Cute too. Anyways, so again, if you want more information on the joining offer, again, there's no obligation. If you just want more information, let me know. And don't forget that this is the last day to get the kits. So if you're interested in a kit, and remember, it's an all-inclusive kit. So everything you need, except maybe a pair of scissors that you may or may not even need, is in the kit. So you don't have to run around looking for this and that. Everything is included in the kit. All right. All right. I'm just going to turn the camera back just so I can, I know I never do this. Just wanted you to see my pretty face again. So, all right. All right. Okay. So that's all I got. Happy Thanksgiving. You guys have a wonderful long weekend, and I'll see you back here next Wednesday. All right, take care. Bye-bye now.